thanks for joining us on the Bookkeeping channel today, where our goal is to simplify bookkeeping and admin processes for small business owners. Today we're going to be looking at the Find and Recode tool in Xero. It's a great tool to use when you are looking to make big changes on a lot of transactions. For example, you can move transactions from one account to another. You can change the supplier contact card that's associated with a large amount of transactions all in one go. There are many benefits to using the Find and Recode tool, which include things like saving time, saving effort, and correcting mistakes, and also changing the tax code status on each of the transactions. But before we get into the tutorial, if you can do us a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, that would really help us move our content to the top and gives us feedback telling us that there are users out there that are actually using our information for their business. Okay, let's get started. So in this tutorial, we're going to be moving all the transactions in the general expenses account over to the office expenses account. To find the Find and Recode tool, what you need to do is from the dashboard, go into your accounting menu and select the Find and Recode. This will bring you to the Find and Recode home screen, and here you'll actually see all the historical searches that you've made and the recoding that you've done in Xero before, but obviously in the demo company we've got none, so let's just go ahead and hit that Find and Recode button. This now brings you into the wizard of Find and Recode, and it kind of steps you through the process of searching for your transactions that you want to recode using conditions, which I'll show you in a second, and then it also guides you into how you want to make changes to those transactions. So what I find really helpful in the Find and Recode tool is that you can actually drill down to the transactions that you want. You can do this by adding condition upon condition upon condition, and essentially have layers of conditions that you can use so that you can narrow down your search to almost down to one transaction if you wanted. So in our example, we're going to be changing all the transactions from the general expenses, and then you click search to find those transactions. And if we scroll down, you'll see that there are two transactions in here that I want to move over to office expenses. So what you do is you simply select both, or you can just select the select all, hit this recode button, and then it gives you two options. Recode source transactions is basically going to change the actual original transactions with the changes you're about to make, or Xero gives you the option of recoding with a manual journal, and that will essentially make the changes but in a separate transaction. If you're in doubt, I recommend using the source transactions because it's just easier to find after the fact that you've made the transaction changes. So click on resource transactions, and what we're doing is we're actually moving the transactions. So we want to move it to office expenses. You can also change the tax rates, as I mentioned before, and you can also change the contacts. When you have entered in your changes that you want to make, click on the review button, and it brings up this warning saying that the recoding process can take several minutes depending on how many transactions you're recoding. Click confirm, and the process begins. Once you're done, it will show you a summary of the transactions that were changed and whether they were completed or not. And you have now made your final adjustments. Nice and easy. So there you have it, guys. With a few simple clicks, we've managed to change all the expenses from general expenses over to office expenses. And as you can imagine, if there were hundreds of transactions, this would have been done within a few minutes as opposed to a couple of hours of manually changing each transaction. Hopefully you found this tutorial useful. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions. We'll also link down to the article that we've written on our website which shows you an over-the-shoulder tutorial step-by-step of how to actually access the Find and Recode functionality in Xero. Thanks. Have a great day.